Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Theodosia. If you are new here, welcome. You are in the right space. If you are not new here, you guys already know what I am going to talk about by the title of this video. I am a Nigerian content creator that lives in Mauritius. Okay, so I've been getting a lot of questions, and if you'd like to know a lot more about what Mauritius is and how you can come here, then this video is for you. So you guys, I know that I have said it a couple of times that I'm not going to be answering you guys questions because it's been a lot. But recently I've been getting a lot of the same questions, and I decided to put everything in one video just to answer your question. So this video is going to be a bit long, but it's fully packed and then it's fully loaded. So if it's something you're interested in, then let's just move right into it. I wrote down your questions in this book, and I'm going to be answering your questions one after the other. So the first question is, how can I get a visit to Mauritius? Well, that's very simple because I've done a video of this before. If you want to visit Mauritius as a Nigerian, then it is 2 weeks. All you need to do is buy your ticket, make sure that your what's this thing called, proof of funds is okay, make sure that you book your accommodation, and your accommodation is not Airbnb, because as a Nigerian you cannot get that. You will not be able to enter the country. What you need to do is you need to book your hotel for the complete stay you are staying in Mauritius, and literally that's it. Okay. Next question is, how can I contact you? I'm in need of some information. Well, my IG handle, my Twitter handle is on the screen and in the description box below. If you feel like you need to message me directly, then do that. But I do not give people my personal phone number. That's it. I'm not going to give nobody my personal phone number because that's just me. I feel there are so many other ways that you can, reach out to me other than having my phone number. Okay. And then my email address is also in the description box. If you want to send me a mail, I would definitely be replying to that. That question is, how can I get an admission in Mauritius? Well, I have a video dedicated to that. All you need to do is to search for the school that you want. And disclaimer, please make sure that you are searching for schools that are legit. Initially, I didn't want to recommend schools to people, but if you are searching for a school, make sure that the school is actually the school, because there are a lot of people scamming people recently, claiming to be other schools and collecting money from people. So you would want to search for schools like there's Amity, there's Middlesex, there's ALU, there is Curtin. There are so many schools. Make sure that the school's website and the phone number is legit. Do not fall into hands of scammers, and you can do this on your own as to going to an agent. It's very, very simple. I've gone through that process before and I wouldn't be going in here, so just make sure you check the video. I'll put it in the description box and then up here as well. The fourth question is, I have questions about visa. How can I chat you up in private? I've already said that it's either Instagram, Twitter, or via email. Okay. Please, I need your help on how to apply, and can I go to Mauritius with my baby on a student visa? Okay, quite a number of people have asked me this question. I feel it's reasonable because there are so many other countries where you can go to as a student and you will be able to take your dependents. So your dependents could be your husband, your children, and whatnot. But in Mauritius, as a student or as an individual on a student visa, you cannot take any of your dependents. You cannot take your family, you cannot take your husband, you cannot take your wife, you cannot take your children. That's just the way it works in Mauritius. So you cannot take it's obviously not possible. How much can a student earn while in Mauritius monthly? I don't know how to answer this question. Honestly, it depends on where you're working, and I've said this before. I would also highlight that I have done a question and answer video like this before. You guys should check it out. I'm still going to put it up here and in the description box. It depends on where you're working. Some places might pay you below minimum wage, some might pay you above. You could get a job for 10,000, you could get a job for 5,000, you could get a job for 3,000, you could get a job for 15,000. Now the question is, would that money be able to sustain you as a human being living in Mauritius? Definitely not. So if you are earning 10,000 rupees, definitely that's the amount of somebody's rent, or maybe your own rent could be 5,000 or 6,000. You have to pay for transportation, you have to feed yourself, and you have to pay for other, basic amenities. So yeah. Another thing I would want to highlight is, although it's not here, but I've been getting a lot of questions about people saying that agents have been giving them information that you can come to Mauritius and earn over 300,000 naira monthly. Now, those jobs, the thing is, most of these agents do not tell you what job it is, but the thing is, most jobs that you would come here, or they will be telling you that you can come here to do, are menial jobs, because you will not be coming here on a work visa. Now, those jobs will probably be security jobs, construction jobs, or kitchen jobs, or whatnot, and those jobs will not be paying you up to 300,000 naira, which is equivalent to 30,000 rupees monthly. Okay, except maybe you're working 2 jobs, but I don't know. If you are in Mauritius and you are earning 30,000 rupees doing menial jobs, please put a comment in the comment section. I really want to know what job you are doing. Next question: is it possible to go with my baby as a student? I've already answered that. The answer is no, you cannot. Please, can I get admission from Nigeria as a student to Mauritius, to the University of Mauritius? So this person is a student in Nigeria currently, but wants to transfer to a school here called University of Mauritius. The thing is, yes, but you would have to find out what the requirements are of that school is, basically. So if you're a student, you need to find out, okay, what are their requirements, what documents would they be requiring, what grade is their standard. Do you get? So let's say if you're on a 70%, or if you're on a 3.5 GPA, and maybe they're requiring 2, then obviously you're above that, or maybe if they are requiring 4, you're below that, then you will not be meeting the requirements. The next question is, can I come to Mauritius on a student visa and decide not to go to school and start doing menial jobs? Okay, this is an actual question. Yes, you can decide to do that if you want to waste your money and you want to waste your life, basically. It's not in my position to advise you to do that. I know some people do that in other countries. They use the school route to travel, but here in Mauritius, most schools are responsible for your being or your well-being. So if you do not come to class for a certain period of time, they are obligated to report you to immigration, and immigration would deport you. So you've wasted money, you've wasted time, and why would you want to come here to school and not come to school and do menial jobs? You obviously will not be doing menial jobs for the rest of your life, so it's not giving. Next question is, please, can I use my student permit to apply to a Europe country? Can I transfer to Europe from Mauritius? Okay, yeah, another common question. And this question comes from what's it called? This question comes from agents when they are trying to, sell Mauritius to you, because a lot of people want to go to Europe or they want to go to Canada. The answer is yes and no. Now, yes, in the sense that if you come here as a student and you want to go to Europe, you would apply by yourself with yourself to go to wherever country you want to go to. Mauritius or the school does not have any affiliation or does not have any direct, business with you transferring. But that being said, if you go to a school that has another branch in the UK or in Canada, then you can do a transfer. Or if you feel like you are here for 1 year and then you want to transfer to another school, then you can do that. But you would not necessarily be using your student permit to apply. It's just like you saying you want to use your Nigerian visa to apply to a Canadian country. No, you already know that's not possible. So there's no relationship with one country's visa with another visa. It doesn't really work. Can you get me a work permit? Okay. First answer is I don't work for the Mauritian government. I don't issue permits. I don't issue visas. I don't issue student visas. For you to get a work permit, you would have to get a job first before coming into the country. That is that simple. And then, the company does your work permit. Next question. About studying and working, is it easier to find jobs here compared to Nigeria? Okay, is it easier to find jobs in Mauritius? Okay, I've answered this in my previous video, but that was a while back, and so I'm going to answer it now. Is it easier? It's easy and it's not easy at the same time. So the thing you need to understand is, what kind of jobs are they looking for in Mauritius? What kind of jobs are available in Mauritius? You cannot say, oh, okay, there are some countries that employ more doctors than other countries. Why? Because that is what they are looking for. There are some countries that employ people who do more construction work because that is what they are looking for at the time. There are some countries who are looking for teachers because that is what they are looking for at the time. So you need to know what Mauritius is looking for. And I will give you a hint. Mauritius is a multilingual country. They speak French and they speak Creole more than they speak English. So if you are in a company where, let's say, you work in a hospital as a nurse and you would need to be interacting with patients, customers and whatnot, and they are not speaking English, you don't speak their language, it's not easy for you to communicate. So tell me why the company would want to employ you. So that being said, Mauritius is more or less like an IT hub. A lot of companies come here and set up offshore branches, and then they look for people in the IT industry. So if you're into the IT industry, then you can get a job here as to, maybe other industries, and that would be, pretty easy. Another one might be hospitality, but hospitality is a little bit dicey because, of the language barrier. Okay. Can one save enough money by working here? It depends. If you're earning above 20,000, 30,000, 40,000 rupees, then you can save enough. You cannot save enough with 10,000 rupees because that is even barely enough for you to live by in a month. I hope I've been making sense throughout this whole video. Okay. This one is, where do I convert dollar to Mauritian rupees, and is there a recommended tour guide? I do not know any recommended. I don't know any tour guide personally because I don't use it. I'm here. But if you guys know any tour guide in the comment section, please let us know in the comment section. And if you're a tour guide in Mauritius, please let me know as well so that I can, tell my subscribers. But that's not hard. You can easily just do a Google search or an Instagram search and you'll be able to see a lot of tour guides. Now, the thing with tour guides is it's divided by region. Now, Mauritius has north, east, west, and south. So most of these tour guides, are specific to each region. So you'll be able to, know what packages they offer, what you'll be looking for, what activities you would want to do. Where do I convert my money? Obviously, you can go to a bank or you can go to these exchange guys. They are everywhere. I'm going to put well, I'm not going to put the names because this is not a sponsored video, but you can go to any bank here in Mauritius. You can go to exchange, guys. Please do not exchange money with somebody that you do not know. Before they steal your money and you come crying to me, I will not answer you. Next question. Also on car rentals, because I don't think I have the strength for transportation thing you've been mentioning in your videos. Okay, it's really easy. I have been putting list of car rentals whenever I rent a car in my videos. I'm still going to put some. Please call them whenever you need and tell them that Dosia gave you their contacts, okay? And then they will tell you how much it is, how much it costs per how long you want to use it. I cannot say how much it costs because it depends on the type of car. It depends on how long you want to use the car. I'm trying to move to Mauritius on a work occupational visa, but I don't know how to do it. Can I enter Mauritius with 2 weeks visa, that is a tourist visa, and look for work that would grant me a visa? It's difficult doing so from here. Okay, now this is another thing agents will tell you. You can come to Mauritius on a tourist visa and then, get a job. Now it's tricky because you cannot do that within 2 weeks, except you'd want to be working in a restaurant or you want to be working as security, and those jobs, as far as I know, do not give you the visibility to stay in Mauritius for a longer period of time legally. Nobody wants to stay in another man's country illegally. So what you would do is to look for a job here in Mauritius before coming to Mauritius. Those jobs will be able to process your visa, as companies are the ones that process work visas for individuals. Individuals do not do that themselves. The only type of visa an individual can do for themselves is a tourist visa, because you're coming on your own, volition. So that being said, you cannot come to Mauritius within 2 weeks and get a work visa, and that's because a work visa takes minimum of 8 weeks if you're really lucky. It might take longer, and then even when you're coming, you don't even come in on a work visa. You come in on a business visa, and then within 90 days, within an extra 90 days, you have to go for an interview where you either be granted or denied your visa. So it is a long process. You cannot get your work visa before you come into Mauritius. It's that simple. Next question will be about, so it's really long and I'm just going to summarize it, and all it says is a lot of people have been getting requests about buying a Mauritian passport for about 1 million naira. I mean, that's not even possible, because a lot of people who are here as Nigerians would have bought that visa a long time ago. The passport, I would have bought it a long time ago and bought for all my family members and then brought them here. But that's not the point. The thing is, I would just advise that anybody who is doing anything, take their time to research as to giving money to people to do certain things for them. If you are going to a new country, you should make your findings. If you want to buy citizenship, you should make your findings on what the correct procedures are as to who just buys a passport. I don't get it. If you have more questions, please let me know in the comment section. I would be answering all your questions, all your reasonable questions that I have not answered before. Please let me know. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you share, make sure you like, because it helps other people see this video. And that's it. I will be seeing you guys in my next video. Bye guys.